I'm running. And so what I wanted to show you guys, I thought would be very interesting. We did these sessions that Melissa referred to, and we went out to the cities. We challenged folks in the rooms to think about what would it look like if you took your business growth from here today to there tomorrow, in very big terms. So think big. Today we're at 1.4 million memberships, right?
Right.
You go, well, 1.6 would be interesting. Right? I mean, we would, don't get me wrong, we would love 1.6, right, Steve? Heck yeah. But thinking about how you take that little thing referred to as a decimal point and sliding it over a notch is a lot more interesting. I mean, that's like mind-blowing interesting, right? When you go, how the heck do we go from 1.4 million to 14 million? What starts with you? So if you're doing 100 today, you need to do 1,000. If you're doing 100 group sales a day, it's like, well, what would it take to do 1,000? Like, how do you even wrap my head around that?
Yeah.
So in order for you to go on a training with that kind of challenge mentally for yourself, I wanted to show you on small business and group what's possible if you focused on three things. A 3-year plan for your business under the construct of level earnings. So not 48 advanced, but if you were doing a level 16, that's what this model is built on. And then you took it down because one of the challenges with building annual plans is they become so big you can't even like chew it. You have to break it down into bite-sized pieces. Anybody who does a lot of planning will tell you, you do a 12-month plan, but then you like to back it down into quarters, back it down into months, and in some cases back it down into weeks, so I give myself milestones of what I want to achieve. I built this plan and back it down into a day. So you know what you need to do every day to hit these economic goals, okay? So if we look at small business, senior associate level at the $75 plan, if you were to work and do a half a membership a day, now, you really can't do a half a day, okay? I'm sure somebody will create a way, okay? But if you did a half net new, and the reason I focus on net new, net membership, because saving customers is equally as important as writing new customers. Jeff told you about the cancellations number, right? That's a bleed off of business. That's cycling in business. Think of the effort you took to get the customer in the door. Why is it not worth some proportionate of that effort to keep the customer? So this is about net growth. Let me say it again, net growth, because a lot of times we get focused on growth. We give in. You have a customer portfolio. Think of your customers as a book of business as a portfolio. So if you increase your portfolio by half a membership a day, in 3 years you have a standing $100,000 business. Does that sound interesting?
Yes.
So you say, well, I want to do more than a half a day. I want to do one a day, one net growth a day. I'm going to save some customers, write a new customer too. That's a $200,000 business in 3 years. Is that not astonishing?
Yeah.
You sure? Yeah. Okay. Gets more interesting. 1.5 a day. $300,000 business. 2 a day. $400,000 business. 3 a day. $600,000. Now, three a day sounds crazy. I know most people. Like, I can do 3 a day. But some of you, I can see you calculating. You go, well, wait a minute. I kind of know exactly. If I needed to do 1 a day, I know probably how many phone calls I need to make, the conversion to get to those decision makers, and then how many of them I'm going to get a face-to-face appointment with, and how many I'll sit down with in that face-to-face appointment and write that business. That's how to think about your plan, to go through that funnel of activity to think about reaching that kind of goal. And you'll hear some things, I think, in the workshops that let you think about what the activity looks like, because we want to make sure you leave tomorrow with the ability to put together a plan, of substance, content, training. To Patrick's point, it's a process. We want to give you a process that lets you grow your business. Let's talk about group. Based on the $15.95 plan at the senior associate level, same is true. If you did 5 a day, you're at $50,000 plus business in 3 years. 5 plans a day. Now, you know in the group business, you move from hunting with spears to hunting with nets. Right? You get in front of audiences. You guys know you do 50, 60%, and you can get face-to-face. And based on the numbers you can get in the room, you're doing the same calculation, you go, okay, I can make a certain number of phone calls, get a certain number of decision makers, get the HR guy, get the enrollment schedule, and if I laid my plan out, I can do 5 a day, 10 a day, close to $125,000 a year in income in 3 years. 15 a day, close to $200,000. 20 a day, $250,000. 30 a day, $375,000 a year. Is that interesting? I think personally, and I've said this to a lot of people, this is one of the best small business opportunities in the country. This is one of the best entrepreneurial opportunities in the country. If you go to many companies, you'd be hard-pressed to find the ability to get access to a unique product or service like this that's highly differentiated, that is clear as talked to you about. Her, Keith, and the marketing teams have been working on how we differentiate ourselves and how we show that up in collateral and things like that. And a lot of companies you go into, franchises, etc., you spend at least $10,000 to get in the door. Right? To come into an organization like this, with a service value proposition like this, and support like this, and the economic opportunity like that, I think it's unbelievably exciting. So, here's what you should expect. Special Forces members and those, I thank you so much for all the people who stopped and said to me, I am going to be Special Forces. I'm on my way. I'm close. I'm running. I'm going to do it. These are the things you should expect. We're going to shift hard from cash flow chasing to business building. We will be working with you to think about how we build a sustainable business for you. Okay? We're going to work through increasing your production, through being more qualified, efficient, and effective. And I really want to underscore efficient and effective. It's not about working more hours. It's not about working more hours. It's about being more effective with every minute you have. Right. Being more effective with every minute you have. I did a study about 18 months ago. I was working on a project to figure out where people are and what they want to do with their careers. And here's one of those interesting statistics I've ever heard in my life. From the time you graduate college to the time you retire, most people spend 7 million minutes in work. 7 million minutes. You are in this organization because you decided you want to spend less than that because you want to grow a business for yourself. But you have a team of players, and my team and this corporate team that are going to help you do that. And so we want to make you more effective with each one of those minutes. The last thing is be holistic. Now I've already hit this point. Net growth. Sell and service. And we're going to talk about some of those things as well. But equally as important is keeping the customers you have. So with that, guys, we're going to get ready for our break and lunch. And we know you're probably ready to eat. I'm going to ask Patrick Hodgson to come back up and give you some logistic details. And we'll see you later this afternoon.